Hi, this is Troxel. In today's tutorial, we're going to continue copying things over into this hidden project. And today we're going to look at copying envelopes. There's a couple different types of envelopes we're going to copy. Some envelopes can be on events. Some envelopes require being on tracks. And so we're going to look at copying both event envelopes and track envelopes. So let's see how we can do that. Here we have the copy envelopes routine, and we're going to have the new envelope that we pass to it. We're going to have the original envelope, and then we need to determine, is this on a track or is it on an event? So I put an isTrack Boolean variable here so we can set true if it's track, false if it's not. And then for each envelope in the original set of envelopes, we're going to make a new envelope, which I just called my envelope, and set that to null. And the reason we're doing this is so that we can check to see if this envelope already exists. Now you might be thinking, this is a new project. How can an envelope already exist? Well, it turns out that the composite envelope on an adjustment track is added automatically. And so what we're going to do is go through each envelope on the new envelopes and check to see if we already have one of that type. If we do, then we set my envelope equal to that envelope, and then we'll break out of this loop. Then, if my envelope equals null, that means we did not find one, and we're going to create a new envelope of that type, and then we're going to add that envelope into the new list of envelopes for the new project. Then, if this is a track, I need to set this initial point, the 0 location, is going to be the value at the leftmost location that we're copying. So I'm taking my envelope.points 0, which there is one point automatically added at the beginning, dot y, which is the value, equals the envelope, the original envelope, dot value at, and then we're looking at the leftmost time, which would be the beginning of the section that we're copying. Now for each envelope point, which I'm calling original point, in envelope.points, we need to go through and copy all of these points. So the first thing we need to do is get the time code. So I've set a new location is the original point dot x. Now, if this is a track and the original point is greater than our leftmost time, then I want to set my new location equal to the original time, which is point.x, minus the leftmost time, because track envelopes, remember we got to shift to the left by leftmost time. Now I'm going to create a new point. What I need to do is check to see if I have one at that point already. Once again, especially if it's an event envelope, at the 0 location, there's always a point there. So we want to check to see if there's already a point there. And if there is, we change that point. Otherwise, we create a new one. So we get our new point equals my envelope.points.getPoint at x, and we're looking at this new location. So if there was a point there, that will be set to new point. So now if new point equals null, there wasn't a point there already. So if that's the case, then we have to create a new point. So new point equals a new envelope point at the new location with the original point dot y as the value, and then we create that new point. So that new point is now added to the new list envelope points. Otherwise, if the point was not null, we simply change the dot y, the value, equal to the original point dot y. So either way, we're getting the value set from the original point dot y. And then we want to change the new point dot curve equal to the original point dot curve. That way we've changed both the value and the curve settings. And then it will go through each one of those envelope points in this loop here, and then it is finished. So where are we calling this copy envelopes from? Well, the first place is going to be right here. We are copying it in the copy generated media. We send it the new event.envelopes and the event.envelopes, and it's false because this is on an event. If we move on up, we are going to copy it when we copy video events as well. So copy envelopes, the new event.envelopes and the event.envelopes, and false because this is an event. And then let's go on up. And we have it two more times up here. First of all, we have copy envelopes. This is from the video track.envelopes to my track.envelopes, and true because it is at the track level. And that's for the video tracks, but we also have audio tracks that have things like a volume envelope. So here we copy the envelopes and we pass it the A track.envelopes from my track.envelopes, and that's also set to true because this is a track level envelope. So now you see here we have a project. This adjustment event, we've got this set at 44% right here, and then going back up to 100% right here. I have a velocity envelope on this event, and you can see it's going up to 577%, down to 126, down to negative 100, then 69, and then 13. And then down here we have a track volume set to 0, going down to negative 11.2 and coming back up to 0. And so when we run this, we'll see if these envelopes get copied over. So now we load the test project. And we can see here this event does have a velocity envelope going from 100 to 577, 126, negative 100, 69, and 13, just like it did before. This envelope, notice it starts at 44%, then it has the 44% marker there, and has 100% there. And then here we have the 0 goes down to negative 11.2 and back up to 0. So all of the envelope points were copied over to this new project. So as you can see, the envelopes can also be copied over very easily, and we have adjusted the track level envelopes to take the leftmost position in mind, and all of the event envelopes are just copied straight over. And so I hope you like this tutorial. Like, subscribe, leave comments. What would you like to see in the future? What kind of tutorials would you like to see? And let me know what you think of all of these tutorials. So we'll see you in the next tutorial.